Hey, what's going on, y'all? Knowledge coming at you again. It's a serial killer named Glenn Rogers that, reportedly in this documentary that he was filming, I believe it was called My Brother the Serial Killer. He so-called confessed to the O.J. Simpson, murder. Well, not the O.J. Simpson murder, but, the whole case when O.J. was in trial, for killing his wife and that other cat that was where I forgot the guy's name, but he so-called came out and confessed to it, and the Nicole Brown or whatever her name is, her family's outraged about that. He would come out and make these false allegations, and here's the thing about it. I read the article, and I'm somebody that pays attention, and I noticed the article was under entertainment. Now, as big as the O.J. Simpson case was, this should be front page, home page, it should be on the news. But I noticed they had this story on entertainment. So what does that tell you? That tells you that the white people who own this network or this site doesn't believe it. But that's something else. I'm not gonna really get into that. But I just noticed shit like that. But you know, basically, it's like people were saying in the article, it sounds like the guy wants attention, whether OJ did or not, and now that the years have gone on, I have questions about it, I really don't know, because OJ he's kind of an asshole, he's a jackass, he does stupid shit, and back then when that whole case was going on, I was a little boy, I knew what was going on because I was always raised to always be aware of what's going on in the world. I wasn't one of those kids that sat in front of the TV and watched Walt Disney pictures and just, thought that life was just a big fucking game. At a young age, I was schooled about things and about racism and about things that go on here, not only in the world, but in the country. And, I knew what was going on. I knew how, the whole case, it really wasn't just about the murder. It was about race. It was about black versus white. And then, OJ, he had the money to afford the baddest, the defense lawyer on the planet, Johnny Cochran, God rest his soul. And, hey, he had the support behind him. And I believe Judge Joe Brown, he did some work on that case, which gave him, the publicity to branch off and have his own show. But, being 25 now and looking back at that case, I don't know. Back then, I was like, no, the brother didn't do it, that type of stuff, because, I was rooting for my people. But now I don't know, because O.J. Simpson has proved time and time again he's an asshole. He just won't sit down. You would think somebody that was accused of murder, was an inch close from getting his black ass locked up, you would think they would sit down, take their money, chill, maybe open a small business or something like that, invest your money, and just stay out the media. But it's like time and time again, this guy will continue to pop up on the news. I'll flip to the news channel, O.J. Simpson in another case, and I'm like, God damn, again? So, I don't know now. There's a possibility that, maybe he did do it. But, hey, if the courts got the case messed up or whatever, hey, we've seen that time to time when it comes to, white people and them getting away with several crimes that they committed. So, I mean, but I'm not going to really get into that. I want to, stay on topic about this story. It sounds like the guy just kind of wants fame. He got the documentary out. He's trying to sell it. He wants to be famous, so, he confessed to killing a woman. Now, when we look at it maybe being true, he said that OJ hired him to break in, his ex-wife's house, steal $20,000, and he so-called made, the quote, kill the bitch if you have to. That was so-called quote from O.J. Simpson. And they asked him about it, and he said basically he started laughing like, oh, well, at least the attention is not on me, and at least it is some attention on me that people haven't forgotten about me, but at least it's not, just on me committing the murder. So, that basically was his response to it, which really wasn't a good response. But I guess OJ, like, hey, I'm locked up anyway. I don't give a shit. But you know, just me reading the article, it sounds like this guy wants fame, and I'm not even looking at it from a black point of view. I'm looking at it just from the story. It sounds like he wants fame. Sounds like he's basically bullshitting and making up a story and confessing to a fake murder. Well, not a fake murder, but a murder that he wasn't involved in. So that's what I got from the actual article. Now, if he is telling the truth, which it's a possibility, maybe he was involved, maybe he didn't murder him, but maybe he was hired to break into the house. If that is true, then hey, they need to investigate this case a little bit more. They need to go a little deeper, dig in some cracks and some holes that haven't been dug in yet, and come to the table with some more evidence. Because if this guy's coming out and saying this, it is something that I think the authorities need to look into. But just for me, using my common sense and my education, my street smart, it just sounds like the guy's full of shit. It sounds like he's making up a story to sell his documentary. But, that's basically all I want to say about it. Y'all can check the article out in the description box. It's getting wild out here, what I mean? Hey, I don't know what else to say, but shit, just read the article. But y'all give me y'all feedback after y'all read or whatever, or if you don't read it, let me know what y'all think about it. Y'all think this cat is telling the truth? Do you think he's bullshitting? Do you think it's some truth to it? Hit me up, let me know. But I'm out, y'all. Peace.